The first effect I'm going to add is actually going to be a filter, so we'll turn that on and we'll drag that up inside of our effect rack. And what we're going to be doing with the filter and one of the other effects is we're going to be adding even more tonality to the sound that we didn't get through the oscillator part of Serum. So with our new filter, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the flanges category and we're going to select comb H6 negative. And I'm going to go over to the cutoff, and let's see if we can find a good spot for that. I should also turn up the resonance knob first so we can hear the filter more clearly. We can probably go somewhere around here, 3,679 Hertz. Now let's go over to LFO2. We'll throw that onto the cutoff knob, and this is just going to be a little bit of subtle modulation going on within the sound. So we're going to take this, and we're going to push that back again, and let's see if we can find a nice sweet spot. I like it at about -53. We'll go with that. I turned up the resonance really high so we could actually hear everything that the filter was doing, but I don't like it this high for this sound. This could probably work good in a rhythm bass, but for this specific bass, I think it's too much, so we'll scale that back. We'll go for 29%. I'm also going to increase the drive just a little bit here, so we can add even more crunch to the sound. And I don't want the sound of the filter sneaking into the lower end of the sound too much, so we'll go over to high pass frequency so we can dial those frequencies back. 24% should be good. Our next effect is going to be distortion. We'll set this to be after the filter and before the other effects. We'll go for hard clip distortion, and we're going to turn up the drive to add even more crunch and power to this sound. I like it at about 76% right here. Again, it's not too overly distorted, but it's bringing a lot of power to the sound, and I like that a lot. The next effect we're going to add is going to be a delay. We're going to set this to be after the distortion and before these other effects. And what we're going to do here is similar to what I did in my last Barely Alive bass tutorial. We're going to be linking the left and right delay channels so they play at the same speed. And we're going to set a very fast speed for the delay so it makes a tonal sound. I'm going to set the feedback and the mix up so we can hear more of the sound before we dial it back. And let's see what we've got so far. That's actually a pretty cool sound. I think I could use that in some place. But that's not what we're going for, so we'll scale this back a lot. We'll click on either the left or the right delay. It doesn't matter because they're both linked. And I want this to be at a really fast speed. I think we could go for about 2.37 right here. Now we'll throw LFO2 onto either one of these. Again, it doesn't matter because they're both the same. And by default, we get this kind of glitchy sound, which is pretty cool, but once again, we're not going for that today. So we're going to scale this way back just to add a little bit of modulation. The cool thing about modulating the delay with this method is that it actually makes the bass sound like it's going up and down in pitch, but it's really not. It's just the delay doing all the work. I think we could go for about 4 with the modulation. That gives us just enough of that sound.